Welcome back, guys. Thanks so much for clicking on this video and tuning in. Today, the paranormal takes over the channel, and we have this video here. We're going to sit back, chill out, relax, and watch some terrifying, scary videos. This is called 11 Scary Videos You Won't Come Back From. That sounds pretty ominous. Let's jump into it. I have not seen any of these clips. I have no idea what we're in store for. So this is my natural reaction here, guys. I've not seen anything in this video. So let's get into it, and let's start checking out what's going on here. I'm excited for this. I love the paranormal stuff.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 11 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content.
Is the cat involved in the spooky goings-ons?
Alright, with that said, let's begin.
Okay, number 11.
The first clip we're looking at today comes from a TikTok user named Keely. The footage was recorded inside her home in the middle of the night, most likely by a security or home surveillance camera. For the first few seconds, everything seems perfectly calm, but that doesn't last long. Pay close attention to the staircase.
Is that a pair of eyes? Wait,
It's
what?
subtle, but if you look carefully, you can make out the shape of someone or something slowly creeping up Keely's staircase.
What the heck
It's
is
the
that?
kind of moment you might miss at.
What the heck is this? You can see the outline of it here. That looks like sort of like the arm and the hand. And then it looks like there's like a head there next to the stairs. Dude, that's so freaky. What the heck is that? I mean, it could be someone in a costume pretending here, but this is really freaky. Just the outline of a silhouette of someone in the shadow at the bottom of the stairs in the darkness. I mean, that's everybody's like nightmare fuel right there.
First glance, but once you see it, it's hard to unsee. The video was posted 3 years ago, and there haven't been any updates since.
She says, "Tell me this doesn't look like someone is creeping up my stairs." Wow, ring camera ghost skinwalker.
Whether Keely ever found out what was going on, or simply decided to leave, we can only hope she's somewhere safer now.
I would never be going down those stairs in the dark by myself, that's for sure. After seeing that video, nope. It's definitely not a trick of the shadows because it's moving. There's nothing in the room that's moving that would make the light move, you know what I mean? If there was an object moving, then obviously the shadows would be changing with the object. But there's nothing in this room that's moving. The light isn't moving itself, there's no other objects moving, but the fact that this shape is moving, then it has to be the shape moving itself, not the actual light or the shadows. But that's really creepy. Okay, number 10, here we go.
On July 28th, 2025, a woman named Mercy Herbert posted a TikTok that'll make you think twice before turning off the lights tonight. According to Mercy, the footage was actually filmed by her friend Karina, who sent it over hoping Mercy might have an idea of what was going on. In the video, we get a look inside Karina's living room, and it doesn't take long for things to get strange.
This over
okay,
this
what's
weekend.
going on here?
It's the middle of the night. It's in her living room. I don't know what to think. So there's a shadow in the corner, and it just kind of glides off. But that's not the craziest part. Her TV is auto set to turn off, so nothing paranormal there. This is what's weird. Who was that? What was that? There's just someone there. Just appears. There's nobody in this house that looks like that. And if someone broke in, you would have seen it. It's just, it appears and then it disappears. I don't know, you guys. I'm sufficiently spooked, so let me know what you think.
There's some sort of like apparition next to the TV. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. It looks a little bit translucent. It doesn't look like a person because it looks like you can see through it. I know that this footage is a bit dark, but it does look like you can sort of just see through it. So it looks like an apparition, like a ghost. It doesn't look like a person to me. But it's very grainy footage. It's very low resolution. It's very kind of dark and blurry, so it is a bit hard to see. It just looks like a grey smudge. But I am sort of seeing a bit transparent there, a bit of translucency to the apparition there.
There's nobody in this house that looks like that. And if someone broke in, you would have seen it. It's just, it appears and then it disappears. I don't know, you guys. I'm sufficiently spooked, so...
But I mean, living in a house, like, having something violate your private space, like in your house, is really terrifying because you don't know what this thing is, where it came from, what, like, and it's just going to play on your mind when you're trying to sleep and stuff. Like, it's terrifying stuff.
Let me know what you think.
In the corner of the room, a dark shadowy figure seems to be lurking. Its shape isn't sharply defined, but it's there. The video ends with Mercy admitting she has no idea what's happening and hoping someone online can offer Karina answers. So what do you think? Is Karina dealing with a technical glitch,
I can't really make it out where that arrow is showing because
or
it's
is
too
something
dark.
truly standing
I can
in
see
that
that
corner
apparition, though.
watching?
Yeah, it's like there for one frame. It like flicks on the apparition and flicks off again.
Back in 2022, TikTok user Jody Jam posted a video while working a shift inside a 100-year-old movie theater. What was supposed to be a normal day quickly turned strange when she began noticing something unusual happening nearby. She explains that she started recording to show her director, who doesn't believe in ghosts, because she'd already heard a door slam twice. And then it happens again.
Okay.
Since when does it do this?
The door's opening.
I just heard the door slam like 2 times.
Okay, it's opening.
My eyes are tearing. Oh my god.
I'm not really seeing anything too freaky here.
What the heck?
The large heavy door suddenly swings open entirely on its own. Jody points out that nothing else in the building was open. No.
Okay, I don't think this is I don't think that's all that scary. That can be explained easily, right? Because you're looking at that door, and what I'm seeing is it goes down to like a basement. I can see a little railing that goes downstairs. So there's a set of stairs that go downstairs. I mean, there could be a pressure differential behind the door. So if it goes downstairs, there could be a draft coming up the stairs from below. If it's a basement, there could be a draft coming up the stairs, which is the air is kind of moving past the door, which is kind of opening and closing the door. And obviously, as the door opens and closes more, the pressure is going to mount behind the door. So as the door closes, more pressure builds up. The door opens, lets the air pressure out, and then the door closes again. The pressure builds up and opens the door. So I don't think there's anything too mysterious going on here.
Windows, no exterior doors, so a draft didn't seem likely. Toward the end of the clip, it gets even stranger.
Hello? Close the door.
Okay. I'm not seeing anything.
Hello? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think it could be explained by the pressure differential of the airflow behind the door. I don't think there's anything creepy here. What would be extra creepy if we saw the handle being pressed, like if the handle was going down and then the door was closing, as if like an invisible person was opening the door or closing it by opening the handle. That would be creepy. But the pressure differential behind the door, the airflow, I think can explain this quite easily.
Somebody's playing a joke on me.
Just like before, the door moves again, this time closing by itself. Jody wonders aloud if someone might be playing a trick on her, but given the weight of the door and the lack of anyone nearby, that explanation doesn't seem convincing either. In a follow-up video, Jody walks through the doorway to show the room on the other side. Nothing creepy happens in that clip, but it confirms there weren't.
Yeah, you see what I mean? It goes down to a basement level where there could be a different airflow around the room that's going around the room and up and down the stairs. You just have a natural airflow, like in buildings, with doors that are open, with drafts coming in and out under doors and inside buildings and things like that. And it could, the differential in the air pressure is just closing the door. I know I've said it a few times now, but
windows are obvious environmental causes for the door's movement. Whether it was a hidden mechanism, subtle building pressure changes, or something less explainable.
He literally just said it there, subtle building pressure changes. That's probably what it is.
It remains a neat little mystery.
Okay, I have to say I was pretty disappointed by that one, I have to be honest. Okay, number 8. Let's keep going.
On September 3rd, 2024, a TikTok user known as Kubukoi posted a video to their account which sees them laying in bed for the night and simply trying to relax. But as you're about to see, they were unable to do so.
Ghost knocking and closing door. Okay.
Hello?
Kubukoi lays in bed, and their adorable pet kitty is seen in the room as well, when out of nowhere, a mysterious series of knocking noises can be heard coming from the other side of the bedroom door. The uploader is understandably confused by this and proceeds to get out of bed and investigate. He then opens up the door and what...
That's the part in the horror movie that's never a good idea. Whenever you hear a mysterious noise in a horror movie and you go to check, that's when you get killed. Never a good idea. If you hear a creepy noise, don't investigate it, just stay where you are. But then again, I suppose the creepy noise could come for you, so I guess either way.
What he finds on the other side is shocking.
Okay, so he gets out of bed to go and investigate. They're knocking at the door here.
Hello?
Oh!
The door directly across from him is slightly ajar before some unseen presence closes it. Kubukoi stands there in silence for a few seconds before eventually going back to his room. A second video was later posted by Kubukoi.
So it's like someone, like an apparition was like knocking at his door, then then the apparition proceeded to kind of walk across the landing and then walking to the other bedroom and close the door. That's kind of creepy, I have to admit.
In which he explains that he has been sleeping on the couch because he's just too scared to be inside of his bedroom, which is very valid. He then says that this night he kept hearing some voices coming from the room, so he decided to investigate. As he slowly creeps his way into the bedroom, this happens.
Oh god, what's gonna happen here? Ghost holding my shirt. What?
20 minutes.
Whoa! Did you guys see that?
One of Kubukoi's shirts is seen hovering in midair before it suddenly drops to the floor.
That is real freaky.
Is it possible that some sort of spirit was in his room going through his clothes? And if so, why? Maybe this video proves that even ghosts are into fashion.
Look at that. You just see the shirt just hanging in the middle of the air, just floating off the ground. How freaky is that? Man, I understand why he's not sleeping in his bedroom and he's sleeping on the sofa. If I came into a room and I saw that, I would lose my shit. I would be running out of the apartment. I wouldn't even know where to go or what to do. I'd be losing my mind. I mean, there's nothing you can do in that situation. I mean, what do you do? Because anybody that you tell just wouldn't believe you. That was really freaky. That was a good clip.
The next clip comes from the ever-popular UFO subreddit, a community dedicated to discussing all things unidentified in the skies. This footage was uploaded by user Soul Reaver and filmed at 3:13 AM on August 28, 2025 in Bathurst, New Brunswick.
Okay, it's from Reddit UFOs. It says serious and unique UFO sighting, August 28th, 3:13 AM, Unreal in Canada. Canada, the highest building in our city is roughly 100 and 150 feet maximum, and this thing is above the bay, possibly over the ocean, so it's definitely flying, and the light was a lot brighter, less foggy in person. It should have made my eyes squint, or at least water, but I could see right into it, as it were done other technology of flight. The phone was making it seem dimmer and harder to see, and the exact light shape. Okay.
With Canada. And right away, it's clear this isn't your average late night sky watching.
Do you know what that reminds me of, looking at this creepy UFO here? This reminds me of the Batman logo. You know, with the bat with the wings, the Robert Pattinson Batman logo. That's what this reminds me of.
Video.
My videos, you should see the picture I got on here. Because you can enlarge it right there, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, you don't see what it is with the enlargement?
Okay, right off the bat, I have a theory about this. Because the lights are rotating, what this looks like to me, this looks like there's a road up in the mountains or up in the hill somewhere, and it's a bunch of cars going around the corner. The headlights are kind of like rotating as they drive around the corner up in a road. That's what this looks like.
It just looks like a ball.
You see what I mean?
On my
As
phone.
the light's rotating, it looks like headlights kind of going around a corner. That's what it looks like to me.
Where to go?
But then again, saying that, the actual main circle of the light is staying in a fixed position while the beams kind of rotate around it. So I guess if it was headlights, the headlights would be moving at slightly different angles rather than one kind of central ball of light with the rotating kind of beams. So my theory might not be right.
Too bad I don't have my binoculars with me.
Yeah.
Could it be a lighthouse?
I got a strong pair of binoculars.
No, it wouldn't be a lighthouse.
No, you can't
That's
see
giving off a lot of light.
If that is a real tangible object, loads of people would have seen it though.
Is it camera or video? Camera. Camera, and then...
I'm gonna zoom in again. The highway don't...
Far in the distance, a bright, stationary light can be seen hovering over the bay, and it immediately grabs the videographer's attention.
It looks
In
really
the post,
freaky for
they
sure.
explain. The highest building in our city is roughly 100 to 150 feet maximum, and this thing is above the bay, possibly over the ocean, so it's definitely flying. The light was a lot brighter, but less foggy in person. It should have made my eyes squint or at least water, but I could stare right into it as if it was some other technology of light. The phone made it seem dimmer and harder to see the exact
See, I want to see the same camera angle, but in the daytime. That would give us a lot more information as to the scenery and the items that are in the shot of the camera. I mean, if there's a building, I mean, if there's like helicopters taking off, if there's a road up in the mountains, like I say, if there's a lighthouse, potentially a boat. You know, unless we had a daytime shot, it's hard to kind of decipher this with a black background here.
End quote. Some commenters suggested the light could belong to a lighthouse,
That's
but
what
the
I said.
uploader quickly dismissed that idea, insisting the position and brightness didn't line up. Others speculated about drones, flares, or aircraft with unusual lighting.
Nah, it doesn't look like a drone.
Skeptical explanations aside, the way the witness describes the light's unusual intensity and clarity touches on a common theme in modern UFO reports. Sightings where the light behaves unlike conventional technology, often described as clean, cold, or unnaturally uniform. Similar descriptions have appeared in famous cases like the Phoenix Lights and more recent
I think they're
military
flares
pilot
dropped from an
encounters.
aircraft.
Whether this is a genuine unidentified aerial phenomenon
Yeah, it's really
or something
freaky
more
though,
down
isn't
to earth, it's undeniably a striking piece of footage.
I did think it was car headlights, but I'm not so sure. Okay, number 6.
In November 2024, TikTok user Win McPix posted what begins as a wholesome video of his dog Charlie enjoying the day,
Who's a
but
good
things
boy?
take a dark turn quickly.
Who's a good boy?
At around the 10-second mark, keep an eye just above the windows.
Okay, we're looking above
What
the
are
windows
you
here.
seeing? Something's been spooking him. He's jumping around. This dude.
Oh! I saw it. Did you guys see it?
What are you seeing?
There's a little black shadow moving across the
Why
top
don't
of the
you
window.
back up? Charlie. I know. Calm down. It's okay.
A strange black shadow suddenly darts from left to right.
Yeah, there you go. You can see it just there. That little black kind of silhouette there, just kind of darting across the top of the window frame.
Followed by a sound coming from the hallway.
This dude.
The dog's obviously noticing it.
Charlie instantly starts barking.
They say that
clearly
animals have like
disturbed,
this weird
while
sixth
the
sense where they
uploader
can
tries
pick
to
up things
figure
that
out
humans
what's
can't.
wrong. Roughly 30 seconds later, things escalate.
Should we go, Bubba?
The dog is really nervous
Tell
about
me when
something.
it's time to go. 'Cause 'Cause I don't know what you're looking at, but when we need to go, you let me know, buddy. What's freaking you out, bub?
Two separate black shadows appear. One briefly passes in front of the window,
It's
while
barely
another is
noticeable.
visible deeper in the hallway. The uploader doesn't seem to notice any of this, continuing to question Charlie's behavior.
Maybe it's
Then
something
comes
that
the
can only be
most
picked up on
chilling
camera.
part.
You leave when we gotta go. As soon as you walk out, I'll...
Do you know what this reminds me of? There's a film out in cinemas at the moment called Good Boy. That's about a dog that picks up on a supernatural apparition going on in his owner's house. And this was what this reminds me of. The dog looks similar as well. Look it up, Good Boy. It's a horror movie where the dog is the star of the movie.
be right behind you.
If you listen carefully, a low whispering voice can be heard saying, "Get out."
Oh, there's a voice that says "Get out." Man, I would
It
crap
seems to
my
happen
pants
right
if I heard
inside
that.
the home, yet the uploader doesn't react, suggesting he didn't hear it at the time.
I think hearing noises around your house is one thing, but hearing human voices in your house when you're the only one in it, that's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother level. Because noises can be attributed to loads of different things. Change in pressure, electrical things, whatever it may be, air pressure and all kinds of things. But when you hear a human voice, there's only a few explanations as to why you can hear a human voice.
Charlie's instinctive reaction adds a layer of unease here. Animals are often said to be more sensitive to their surroundings, and while skeptics might attribute that to subtle noises or shadows we overlook, the timing between Charlie's barking and the apparitions is hard to ignore. As for the whispers, explanations range from audio pareidolia, our brains interpreting random noise as speech, to someone outside the frame speaking quietly. Still, paired with the moving shadows, it creates a seriously unsettling scene. I can only imagine the shock of
I'm not
reviewing
sure what
that
to make of
footage
this.
later on and hearing a disembodied voice whisper, "Get out."
Bits of
Hopefully,
dust.
Charlie and his owner have since found some peace, and maybe a less haunted place to live.
Bits of dust, malfunction with the sensor, a weird shadow being cast from an object behind him, a bird flying outside that's casting a shadow on the inside of the window, however that may happen. I have no idea. A small insect or something. I honestly don't know. Guys, jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think. Number 5.
TikTok user Fresh Guy M1 posted a video that might just keep you awake at night. The footage was filmed in September of 2025 in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and shows the uploader peering out his window one evening.
Grim Reaper.
Across the street,
sighting.
something strange seems to be happening inside a nearby
Or
house.
satanic sighting. Okay, where's this Grim Reaper? What? What are we looking at here?
Yo, but do you see that in the window?
Is that a person?
Through the window, a figure dressed entirely in black can be seen moving around.
Yeah, look, there's a person here, and then there's this gigantic hooded black figure here. What the heck is this thing? But number one, why is this guy filming into one of his neighbor's back windows? Like, that's a bit creepy in and of itself, why he's doing that. So, it does make me a bit suspicious. Why would you randomly, at night, be filming into someone else's window? Unless this was kind of set up by the pair of them, who knows?
As another person appears to be lying on the floor. The uploader speculates that the black-clad figure could either be the Grim Reaper or some kind of satanic presence.
The Grim Reaper.
To make matters worse, the entire time,
See, look, this is what makes me suspicious. Like, why would you be randomly just looking out of your window, filming into someone else's house? I don't understand how this situation happens in the first place.
loud, pained screams echo from inside the house, creating an incredibly unsettling atmosphere. The comments on the video are sharply divided.
It's pretty freaky, though, considering the size of this person and then this big black figure here.
Some viewers suggest a far more grounded explanation. perhaps someone with special needs experiencing a meltdown while their family tried to help. Others question why the uploader didn't call 911 if they were genuinely concerned, rather than filming from afar.
It does look
Whether
freaky.
this was an unfortunate real-life incident misinterpreted through a lens of fear, or something genuinely bizarre unfolding across the street, it's undeniably chilling footage. The black-clad figure's still looming presence against those screams gives the scene a nightmarish, almost ritualistic quality, like something pulled straight out of a
I think the Grim Reaper or Satanic angle is going a bit too far. I think that's a bit of a stretch, but I do understand why it looks creepy, that's for sure.
horror film. So what do you think? A tragic misunderstanding, or something far more sinister lurking behind that window?
It's like then the camera cuts to the actual room where these two people are in, and it's just like someone in a big rain jacket and then a small child next to it. And it just shows you like there's nothing creepy here at all. But yeah, that does look weird, I have to admit. Okay, number 4. We're getting into our top 3 nearly here.
Over on Instagram, a user named Palmy Dillon posted a video in mid-June that captures a truly unsettling late-night encounter in the Australian
The
outback.
shit you see road trip.
Driving down a deserted road in the dead of night, everything seems quiet until headlights reveal something unexpected in the distance.
What? It's like a parrot. What? It's just like someone standing in the dark.
Seen way too many horror movies for this shit.
What the hell was that? What is that?
Oh, you're a psycho, mate.
Standing right in the middle of the road is a lone figure, completely still, facing the approaching car.
Dude. How freaky is that? Someone just stood with their back to the camera, like in the dark, in the woods, in the middle of the night. That is really...
The uploader slows down, clearly startled by the eerie sight. Instead of reversing or turning back, he decides to keep driving forward, passing the figure slowly. At one point, he even rolls down his window to swear at the stranger before speeding.
Instead of driving up and seeing if the person is injured or needs assistance or any medical help, just roll the window down, drive past them, swear at them, and keep going.
off into the night. Thankfully, the figure does
You're an effing psycho, mate. Not like, oh, do you need any help? Are you okay? Are you hurt? Are you injured? Can I get any assistance for you? You're a fucking psycho. And then just drive off.
appear to react or become violent, but the situation could have escalated very differently. Some commenters suggest the person might not have been a person at all. One theory is that it could have been a mannequin, placed there to make drivers slow down. Remote stretches of road like this are inherently
freaky.
unsettling, isolated, pitch black, and far from help.
I mean, just driving on that road.
Encounters like this feel ripped.
I mean, just driving on that road to start with is freaky as hell because there's no lights, there's no buildings, there's no lamps, there's no nothing, and it's just black. And I mean, to see a figure just appear out of the darkness like that, standing on its own, whether it's a mannequin or not, whew,
Straight out of a horror movie,
goosebumps
echoing
for
the
sure.
kind of moments where something terrifying could happen at any second, even if it doesn't. Here's hoping the uploader never crosses paths with that mysterious
Imagine if
figure
it started
again.
like charging at the car. That would. Number 3.
Over on TikTok, a woman named Dakota shared a chilling story that spans several unsettling events in her home. She explains that a couple of years ago, when her daughter was around 10 months old, she began to suspect that her baby was talking to someone, or something, that wasn't actually there. Friends and family reassured her that it was just a normal stage of childhood development and that she'd grow out of it. But then, the toys started acting up.
Okay. Oh, it's moving and activating by itself. That's so creepy. It like moved
Dakota
forward, I
captured
think.
footage of one of her daughter's toys going off by itself. She posted it to Facebook, looking for answers, but people brushed it off, so she tried to do the same. But the activity didn't stop. One day, while breastfeeding her baby in her bedroom, a bowl suddenly flew off a shelf.
Oh,
At first, She tried to rationalize it, thinking it might have been the upstairs neighbors making noise. But her 2 dogs immediately reacted, running toward the disturbance.
Freaky.
Around this time, Dakota's daughter also began experiencing intense night terrors. She'd wake up around 2 AM screaming, "Get away from me," over and over, and nothing could calm her down.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this before in movies and stuff, that apparently, like, animals and children, they have a heightened perception of, like, paranormal entities. That's why, like, in the Paranormal Activity films, like, a lot of those films are based around children and their perception of ghosts and things like that, because apparently children have, like, a better antenna than adults do for perceiving these kind of things. But living in a house with your young child and then having them experience these issues, there's like nothing you can do to stop that, and it must be pretty terrifying for the parent and the child.
About a year later, when Dakota was expecting her 2nd child, the toy activity returned and intensified. She describes how one toy, which was supposed to say the names of colors, instead began emitting eerie laughter. It scared her so badly that she threw it out immediately. But the next day, a different toy malfunctioned. Then another the next day, and so on for 6 days straight.
1 second, let me just read that. Excuse the pig pen. I was 9 months pregnant with a tornado toddler and prioritized my rest. I got as far as sweeping into a pile for their dad to help me after work. Okay. And I would organize... Oh, don't really need to read that.
She filmed one of these incidents and showed it to her sister, along with the earlier clip of the bowl flying off the shelf. While watching the footage, Dakota's sister asked a chilling question. Who's
One
that?
of the toys is on. Okay. The bowl falls off. And the dogs are reacting.
Dakota describes the figure that appears in the background as a demon baby. Her real baby was bald at the time, but the figure seemed to have hair.
I thought that was a dog.
She also points out 3 separate areas of
What is that?
pixelation in the video, which she believes could indicate 3 separate entities.
So here's my dog Callie on the couch. Here's Titan on the couch. Sorry if it's a little bit off. Pixelation right here. Then there's pixelation right here, hovering above the baby crib. And then it'll come over and there's pixelation and you can see the actual figure standing here and a hand shove off this bowl. Then as the bowl falls back over here in the baby crib, this demon baby.
What is that thing? It's sort of like a meerkat. It like pops up and like looks around, and then it like pops back down behind the crib. That's really freaky.
Toy malfunction, unexplained movement, children's night terrors, and eerie figures on camera. This story ticks nearly every box for a classic haunted house narrative.
What is that thing there? Like that thing there? Like, I have no idea what the hell that thing is.
Of course, skeptics might suggest electrical interference, faulty toys, or compression artifacts creating strange shapes on video. But to those who've experienced similar patterns, Dakota's story will sound chillingly familiar. So what do you make of this one?
I mean, it could be faked. I mean, we just don't know. Like, that toy there that was going off, like, there was a table kind of obscuring half of the toy where someone could have had their arm behind the toy, like, behind the table, sorry, like, activating the toy from behind the table. So,
Family
I'm a little bit skeptical here.
Guests.
That could be like a little puppet that someone's, like, waving around on their hand like that behind the crib. Number 2. Okay, on to our final 2 here.
A Reddit user
Let's
named
go.
LuckyInternet6015 shared a chilling encounter on Paranormal Encounters that might make you think twice before.
The Shadow Man gave me a visit last month. I felt heavy in my chest, so I pulled out my phone and started recording. I didn't see anything while recording, but when I reviewed the footage, I saw him. Man, I think that makes it all the more scary sometimes, is like when you don't see it in person, but then you see it on the recording, because the fact that you can't see it with your own eyes makes it even more scary.
Before turning out the lights tonight. He explains that one evening, as he was laying in bed preparing to sleep, he suddenly felt a heavy pressure on his chest, a sensation often described in sleep paralysis experiences. Gripped by unease, he grabbed his phone and started recording the room. At the time, he didn't notice anything unusual, but when he reviewed the footage later, he was horrified.
This is some like paranormal activity shit right here. Oh, what the fuck? What?
A dark, shadowy figure can be seen lingering in the corner of the room,
It's like running
watching
around.
silently as he films. The figure's stillness and shape are unmistakable. This wasn't just a trick of light or a passing shadow. Encounters with so-called shadow people
Dude,
are some
that
of the
is-
most commonly reported
Wow.
nighttime phenomena, often tied to experiences of sleep paralysis. Among these figures, one stands out in particular, the infamous Hat Man, a dark silhouette often described as wearing a brimmed hat and standing at the foot of people's beds. Whether viewed as an entity, a shared hallucination, or something in between, these figures are known for instilling an overwhelming sense of dread in
Look
those
at
who
that.
see them. Hopefully, this was the only time the shadow figure decided to pay him a visit.
He like starts off on the right over here, then he like darts off over to the left here, and you can clearly see like his arm, his shoulder, and then kind of like the silhouette of his head and his body. That is, man, that would absolutely terrify me. If I saw that on a recording, whew, I don't know if I'd be able to sleep back in that room again, I tell you.
And hopefully, it doesn't decide to visit any of you next.
Number 1. Come on, let's end with a good one.
Over on TikTok, a user named Jabri Fondi, who works as an EMT, shared a chilling story from one of his shifts, saying he'd never experienced anything like it in all his time on the job. According to him, he and his team were driving back to base late at night when he glanced up at the rearview mirror of the ambulance and saw a face staring back at him. Despite being terrified, he knew he had to approach the ambulance to turn off the engine or risk being stranded. So with his heart racing, he decided to go back and check.
Okay.
I need to turn this engine off though, cause like, we're gonna be stranded out here.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as possible.
Oh, shit.
Hey, thank you.
Where's this entity then? It said it's in the mirror, I think it said.
No, hey, on
Okay, he's running away.
I don't know if you see it, but can y'all see that back door? Like, it just, oh shit. Like it just flew open, like.
Oh!
Nah, what the
Like a black shadow moved across the windows. Wow, that's
Nah, hell no.
really weird.
That, nah.
What happens next is
Yeah.
genuinely unsettling. Whether it was a trick of the light, a reflection, or something far more inexplicable,
It lasts
clearly
like half
shook
a
him to
second,
his
but-
core. It's a good reminder that paranormal encounters can happen anywhere, on the road, at home, or even on the job.
Okay, guys, I think we're going to end it there. But, I mean, that was kind of like 12 scary videos you won't come back from. And make sure you follow this guy on YouTube. I'll put his link down in the description below. But that was kind of a cool video. There were some things in there that could be explained better than others. There was a lot of freaky footage in there, but some of them, just that door opening and closing, I mean, that was kind of silly in my opinion. But there was a lot of great footage there and a lot for us to dive into. So you see these clips here, guys. Do you have any theories about these clips? Jump down in the comment section, leave your comments, your theories, your thoughts, your opinions on what we've just seen. I would love to hear how you guys would explain some of this footage here. And what stood out to you as being the best clip. I would love to know that as well. So leave that down in the comment section as well. Thanks so much for being here, guys. I will see you in the next video.